Can you hear us in the back?
We got the back? Yeah? Alright, good. Here we go. Alright, everybody, welcome to Session Winterstock 2013. My name is Scotch, Gorman.
And I'm Jack Bitterman. To be honest, at first neither of us wanted to host tonight, but after the school administration literally begged us to do it, we finally caved in and agreed. I only did it for the prize money that comes along with hosting though. $1 million, paid out in monthly installments over the next 20,000 years.
And I did it on the condition that we have 2 senior-only proms this year.
Speaking of prom, there were talks of hosting it up at Choctaw World Casino in Oklahoma. But after me and Jack's weekend trip up there this past summer, I'm afraid that's no longer an option.
We stopped at what we thought was a Native American museum, but turned out to be a casino. They got extremely offended when Scotch and I walked in wearing the paraphernalia of our favorite NFL team, the Washington Redskins. Sweatpants, sweatshirts, hats, shoes, gloves, goggles, phone holsters, and banners. Apparently it's a bit of a touchy subject right now.
The night before, we had watched 21 and Rain Man in our hotel room. So, inspired by these, we decided to try to go out and win some money by counting cards. We thought it looked pretty easy, so once we got into the casino, we went straight to the no-limit high-stakes table. After a few hands, we quickly found ourselves in a $350,000 hole of debt.
We figured since we took calculus we'd be good at it, but then afterwards we realized we had a combined C average, so it probably wasn't the best idea. Luckily though, we were able to work out a deal with the casino in which they erased our $350,000 debt as long as we gave them our firstborn child. We happily handed him over.
Since then, we've kept in touch with Scotch Bitterman Jr., and it seems like he's doing pretty well. After this, we decided it was in our best interest to head back to Dallas, but we ended up running into a bit more trouble with the natives. We stopped on the side of the road to light off a few fireworks, and accidentally started a wildfire that destroyed over 3 acres of a local tribe's crops. Following this incident, the local Cherokee tribe leader, Chief Acapulco, laid down a lifetime ban from us ever entering Oklahoma again, including any reincarnated life. Because of this, when the basketball teams and soccer teams go up to Oklahoma to play Holland Hall and Cassidy this year, Jack and I will not be making the trip.
On a similar note, places that we can't host prom and are pretty much not welcomed back in are the IHOP on MacArthur, the Chuck E. Cheese on 35, 3 Walmarts, any SAT testing center in the Southwest, Tangerine Salon and Spa, and the Nevada State Penitentiary.
Oh yeah, Jack, I forgot to tell you, you can go ahead and add the DFW airport to that list. I got a letter last week. They're still recovering from the damages. Jack and I have a few other interesting stories from this past summer. We were hired by a local bakery to make deliveries and transport baking goods. It was a great job, but we ran into some trouble while we were out on one of our typical delivery runs down in Mexico. Apparently it causes a bit of a mix-up at the border when you try to bring 12 tons of powdered sugar and flour back into the U.S.
If anyone from La Familia asks where Crazy Legs Gorman and Gringo Jack live, please don't tell them.
But on the bright side, while we spent the night in a maximum security holding cell in a Tijuana prison, we wrote all of our material for hosting tonight. At this point, I'd like to go ahead and put out a disclaimer that the views expressed up here on stage do not necessarily represent those of Cistercian. The school does not condone gambling, committing felonies, starting wildfires, or wearing non-Cistercian sweatshirts at school.
It's good to know, Scotch. Thanks for that.
We were given very specific guidelines on what we can and cannot say tonight, and we're told that if we cross those lines, our mic cords would be pulled.
Thankfully, we prepared for that and brought along a few wireless microphones, so the show will go on no matter what.
You know, I was pretty impressed by the increased security for tonight's event. Did anyone else get a thorough, full-body pat-down at the door?
Pretty sure that was just you, bud.
That's interesting. Well, I'd like to take this chance to once again apologize to the moms at the door for the 6 ninja stars I had in my socks. Apparently, even if you buy them fair and square from a guy outside Home Depot, you're not allowed to have them on you in public.
A few practical points, though, for tonight. We have refreshments located back there. Feel free to grab those whenever you want. Also, the back patio is accessible through the door if you need to escape at any point during the evening, although you do have to come back. You can't just leave.
And a note to our performers tonight, please be aware of the order and make your way back over there a few acts ahead of time so you're ready. It'll help everything run a lot more smoothly. We've got a great evening planned for you guys tonight, and we're excited to have the opportunity to host it. This actually isn't the first event that Jack and I have hosted together.
But we are hoping it's the first event that doesn't end with the police showing up.
After the show, we will be available for pictures, autographs, and booking inquiries. Whatever you want, we can do. We have experience hosting wedding receptions, bar mitzvahs, children's birthday parties, quinceañeras, rap concerts, and church gatherings.
One more practical note, to the owner of the baby blue Infiniti with the front logo knocked off, Scotch and I got here a little bit late, so we're not actually in a spot, we're just parked directly behind you. You're not leaving until we are. It's a constant miracle we're allowed to even attend Cistercian, given the fact that we can't be within 300 feet of a school, but...
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Well, in that case, I'm really not supposed to be here tonight. I'm still technically under house arrest from the time I was showing off my new taser to a cop at the state fair to see if it was as good as his one, and accidentally discharged it into a nearby crowd. My parole officer is tracking my GPS coordinates at all times, but fortunately the wireless reception at Cistercian is so bad I don't show up on the map at all. I figure I've got about 2 hours until he notices. So with that in mind, let's hurry up and get this thing started. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Winterstock.